Bitcoin has moved into a critical area on the price and its resistance. So we're going to get right into the charts. Market is very greedy. Check this out. Okay, the crypto market and the fear and greed index is at 73 right now. So it's basically dominated by Bitcoin and Ethereum and many other top 100 coins. Of course, some coins are still very fearful and neutral, so they're still in the buying opportunity. But of course, this is where you kind of want to pull back, and some assets may be already in extreme greed where you just want to sell it entirely, because of course this isn't financial advice. Do what you need to do, but these assets, when they hit their top, tend to go very bearish, and then extremely bullish. So that's how crypto works. We'll get into that in later videos of how crypto works. But right now, as I see Bitcoin, it is breaking its very crucial mark right there. So not this year's all-time high, of course, of 73,000, but of course it's going to make its way there after it breaks this crucial mark of 69,000. And the reason why I say that is because if you go back to 2021 bull run, where Bitcoin made two previous all-time highs, one in April and, well, one in April, May, and then one in November. And right now it's crossing the one in November of the high was 68,789. So 69,000 basically. So that's what it's crossing right now. 4-hour chart here. Take a closer look. So it's actually it's making its way, trying to break resistance right now, and it's making sort of support. Can't really call that support with one little 4-hour candle, but we can watch it and see how it plays out. That's what's happening right now. So that's a very, very crucial mark. I would think that it's making its way right to $70,000 since it's broke this already. Okay. So if we look back in July, that is where it's fallen off, is $70,000. Okay. That was pretty much major resistance right there at $70,000. And of course, that's a psychological number, 70,000, 70K. So of course, since it's breaking its previous all-time high back in 2021 now, that's now major resistance. I do believe it's going to hit its 70,000 target there, break over that, because that was pretty much, it was major. It ended up being major resistance, but it was the last marker of this year's sort of mini bear run that Bitcoin had back in late July, early August. Okay. And so I do think it's just going to blow over 70K, 71K, and then kind of make its way right away to that $73,872 all-time high target. Okay. But it does have these resistance to go there. I'm going to explain something. I don't know if you watched my last video, and that's okay, because if you watch this video, we can, I'll let you know why I have these two candles right here. Or sorry, these two trend lines, pretty parabolic right here. Of course, Bitcoin is not going to follow this as a T, but it has been. So I got to believe that this is what's working out right now. So we are in the 1 week chart right now, and this purple line right here is the 50 moving average. So if I go to the last bull run, it's definitely comparable to this bull run, because if you have these two blue trend lines, they're pretty much the same, and they're acting the same even through the moving averages. So I'm just going to explain something right now. So this pink line I have right there is pretty much the bottom of the second half of the bull run. So after it just basically went to all-time high and then came back down here and sat on the 50 moving average support there on the week, and then followed this trend line. Okay, since then it did 143% in a 22-week gain of $40,505 to $68,000, pretty much $69,000. So if I take that same trend and I move it to this year's low after it made all-time high back up in here at 70, pretty much 74K, take the bottom there, sit it on the trend, we have a top here of 89,000. We need to look at that and not just think it's going to blow over and go to 100K or 110, 120K or whatever. We have to look at that and think of it as kind of a top, as a barrier, because that's where it hit back in 2021. And then we'll look, of course, how fearful the market is and where the stocks are at. And then I do have another marker right here to 94,000K. So I'll explain that quickly. Basically, it's just following the bottom of this year. So the bottom of this year, basically, you can see there, Bitcoin went parabolic and right to 73K. So if I take that same trend there, that it kind of bounced right there on the week off of the 21. So you can see right here, that's the 21. So if I take the same line there and I move it over here, it brings us to this line right there of 93,000. And 93,000 is the bottom of the old bull cycle trend. Just keeping an eye on that. And we're going to watch Bitcoin as it breaks over 69,000, making its way to 70,000. Okay. We'll go to the 4-hour chart here and you can see these moving averages. If it can't break that, it's looking like it wants to go back down to, well, first of all, it would go back down to 67,359 because that's the top of sort of the breakout pattern right there. Okay. And so there would be some support there. And then if it broke through that, it's coming back down to its 30 moving average here on the 4-hour, which is 66,000. And then if it breaks through that, it's coming down to its 50 moving average, which is 64,000. So there's a lot of there's a lot there for Bitcoin it can fall to, but it did break over this crucial mark. And I'm just going to zoom out here so you can see, going to the week chart here, you can see, okay, so it's been, since it's obviously gone to its all-time high here, it's been bouncing sideways, kind of on a downward pattern, sideways, in between this mark here and this mark here. So right now it's broken over it. So we are paying attention to that. And since it's broken over it, now it looks like it could actually do something. But this is just a single candle. Okay. Okay. It's attempted 3 times right there to break over, but it has made its way higher. Okay. Now it's finally broken over. So this is only just a single candle. So nothing to get too excited about. All right, so I hope this video has helped, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.